Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and salam sejahtera to my beloved lecturers Dr. Nik RAIHAN, Binti Nik YUSOFF and Dr. ROZIDAINI Muhammad GHAZI. I am Nur ISMILIA binti ISHA, a student of Bachelor of Applied Science and Environmental Sustainability Science with Honours at University Malaysia Kelantan. Today, I would like to present my research proposal as part of the mini project assessment for the subject EFT2143 Research Methodology and Scientific Writing. My area of interest is in water quality, especially in understanding the influence of chemical composition of water bodies and groundwater systems. Without further ado, I will begin with the title of my research, which is assessment of water quality in Mulang River, Perlis, using hydrogeochemical analysis. In the introduction section, there is a background of study, problem statement, objective, scope of study, significance of study, and study area. To begin this presentation, let me start with the background of this study. To ensure a sustainable future, the United Nations has prioritized water as one of its sustainable development goals in SDG 6, which is emphasize clean water and sanitation for all. However, rivers are highly vulnerable to pollution from both natural events and human activity, such as sewage disposal, agriculture runoff, and other industrial influence. Continuous monitoring of water quality is important, especially as Malaysian rapid industrialization has contributed to an increase in river pollution cases, including in the north of Peninsular Malaysia Perlis. In Malaysia, water resources are assessed and monitored using the National Water Quality Standards (NWQS), which classify water based on its sustainability for various uses such as drinking, agriculture, fisheries, and recreation, as well as its ability to support aquatic life. To gain a deeper understanding of water quality, analysis of hydrogeochemical data using tools such as Piper diagrams along with statistical technique can help determine correlation between water quality parameters and identify the dominant chemical composition in the water. Next, let's look at the problem statement that lead to this study. Geographically, Mulang River is a tributary of Perlis River, one of the main rivers in the state of Perlis. Land use activity along Perlis River includes various activities such as housing, recreation, agriculture, and others. Pollution of Mulang River was first reported in 2021 and repeated in 2022. Quoting from Berita Harian 2021, the Director of the Department of Environment (DOE) of Perlis, Azman Shah Ismail in Berita Harian 2021 said that the source of pollution of the river was from the discharge of effluent from nearby industrial areas. However, the specific types of pollutant, chemical composition of the water, and geochemical processes that occur were not specifically stated. There are previous studies that characterize the quality of Perlis River using the Water Quality Index (WQI), as well as the assessment of water quality in the Perlis River basin using advanced statistical techniques. However, there is a lack of detailed hydrogeochemical data in the Mulang River Perlis. Therefore, this study can provide a scientific basis for environmental management and pollution control. Now, objective. This study has two main objectives. First, to investigate the water quality of Mulang River based on hydrogeochemical parameters, and second, to identify pollutants and their relationship with parameters through hydrogeochemical statistical analysis. Regarding of the scope of the study, this research will be conducted in June. 6 samples from 2 points in Mulang River Perlis will be taken. 3 near the cement factory, and 3 near the village. Research will conduct in situ measurement for pH, EC, and TDS. Also, will determine the concentration of major cation ion and major anion ions and analysis of the presence of lead and arsenic. Using YSI Pro DSS and ion chromatography and atomic absorption at spectrometer AAS. The data will be analyzed using Piper diagrams, SPSS, and compared with NWQS. Next, for significance of study. The result of this study will provide important water quality data for the Mulang River, especially as it is a resource for local villages and is a major tributary of the Perlis River. Hydrogeochemical analysis offer a deeper understanding of the chemical process that control the composition of the river. Identify specific sources of pollution will allow the government to devise target mitigation strategies leading to improved public health, preserve river biodiversity, and sustainable economic growth. The last part in introduction is study area. This research study area is a Mulang River in Perlis. Perlis is the smallest state in Malaysia with an area of 821 square kilometers, and based on records from the Department of Statistics Malaysia, the estimated population of Perlis is 284,885 people in the year 2020. According to the Malaysian Meteorological Department, Perlis received an average annual rainfall of between 2,000 and 2,500 millimeters, with high humidity throughout the year. Mulang River Perlis is located at the latitude 6 degree 27 minutes 42 seconds north and longitude 100 degrees 40 minutes 6 seconds east. In the literature reviews, there are two sections, namely hydrogeochemical analysis and water quality status in Malaysia and especially the state of Perlis. Water quality is influenced by both natural processes such as watering and human activities, including urban development and industrial emissions. Hydrogeochemical assessment is a powerful tool, going beyond basic indicators to understand these influences. Internationally, a study in India by Ashwani Kumari Tiwari et al. 2015 using hydrogeochemical analysis, including Piper diagrams, has shown that water chemistry is influenced by rock weathering and agriculture, also anthropogenic sources. In Malaysia, a study in the Muda River Basin Kedah by Zakaria M.N.A. 2025 also found that the groundwater composition in the study area was influenced by alkaline ions and meet WHO drinking water standards. This example highlights how hydrogeochemical analysis combined with statistical and graphical methods provide deeper insight into water quality. Locally, a study in Perlis by W.A. Amira et al. 2013 using parameters such as DO, BOD, COD, and WQI generally found that the Perlis River was moderately polluted. However, there is a lack of detailed hydrogeochemical studies specifically for the Mulang River, which has experienced repeated pollution incidents, as seen in newspaper report of the river turning black and causing fish kill. Next is the methodology. For data collection, this research will use GPS to record the coordinate of two sampling stations in Mulang River. 6 water samples in polyethylene bottles will collected. Next, will filtering out suspended solids immediately. Nitric acid will be added for lead and arsenic analysis. In situ pH, EC, and TDS measurement will be taken with YSI Pro DSS. In the laboratory, bicarbonate and carbonate concentration will be determined By acid titration, chloride, sulfate, and nitrate will be analyzed using ion chromatography, major cation ion, namely calcium, magnesium, sodium, potassium, and heavy metals, namely lead and arsenic, will be determined using AAS. For data analysis, this research will use Piper diagrams for hydrogeochemistry. Statistical package for the social science SPSS software will be used for correlation and factor analysis and to determine water use based on water quality classes in the Malaysian National Water Quality Standard NWQS. Research flowchart includes starting with in situ analysis and taking water samples. Next, laboratory analysis, which means chemical analysis of sample and preparing a report by compiling the results and findings. Here is project timeline and budget. This project started in January with problem and topic selection, followed by literature review throughout February. Research proposal writing began from February to May with submission in May. Proposal submission is this month, June, marking milestone 1 with submission of final draft of chapter 1, 2 and 3. Fieldwork, including sample collection and laboratory analysis, is scheduled from June to August. Data analysis will take place in August and September with milestone 2. Completion of laboratory and data analysis scheduled for September. Final report writing will take place from September to November, culminating in my final presentation in December. Milestone 3, completion of report documentation and submission of final report is also scheduled for December 2025. This research budget is 2,290 ringgit Malaysia. This covers transportation, field sampling supplies, laboratory analysis, data analysis tools, and printing, also publishing costs. And this is list of references throughout producing this research proposal. Finally, the expected outcome of the research is that the hydrogeochemical characteristics of the Ngulang River are likely to be influenced by both natural processes and human activities. In particular, the water quality near the cement factory is expected to be worse than near the village, with higher levels of sulfate, chloride, and nitrate, and is expected to be classified as Class 3 or 4 by the NWQS. Before I conclude my presentation, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to my lecturers and friends for their guidance, encouragement, and support throughout the process of preparing this research proposal. Your help and insight are truly appreciated. Thank you.